All right. Well, welcome to another episode of the Alamo City Sportscast. I'm your host, Joe Garcia. I don't know what's going on with this intro, but this is like the second time the intro, I bring it in, it starts to play the music, and then all of a sudden it stops. And I don't know why. We're going to have to figure that one out. But we're going to go ahead and have a discussion. We're going to be talking about all things Houston Astros, as Chris Leija is going to be our guest here from MCS General Contracting. I'm waiting for you to say it, dude. Puro pinche Astros a la verga or what?
Puro pinche Astros a la verga, bro. Shit, man. It's a wild ride, dude. Tell you what, man. 2-2 though. 2-2. Where's Jimenez?
Oh man, he's got things to do, bro. He don't got time for the little people, man. No, he had things to do today. He was getting his vehicle serviced, man. So he doesn't have a vehicle. He doesn't have a car.
Chinga. Hey, what did he say on Wednesday after the game ended? And I hit him up. I was like, hey, who won? He said, oh, I'm too busy counting the two.
Oh
Right.
Lord.
I said, all right. And then last night when I hit him up, what did he say? Oh, I'm watching the Saints play. I said, well, go ahead and count the two again.
Yeah, I was telling you. I said, they had even said when the Rangers were up that series was not over yet. And of course we all know that the Astros play better on the road than they do at home. But somebody has to actually win a home game. And that's the thing. It's I think the Astros are they heat up when they get away from Minute Maid Park,
Yeah.
but the Rangers need to be able to hold home court. They need to be able to take care of their own field. So tonight's game is a must win. If you want to go ahead and say this is a must win for everything, because
Yeah.
whoever wins this is going to go up 3-2. And if you're the Rangers, you go on the road again, to
Yep.
go ahead and play over at Minute Maid Park with the Astros. And the Rangers too. They play better. It seems like they play a little bit better when they're on the road as well. So I mean,
Seems like
it's
it, man.
anybody's game, man. What are your predictions? And it's an early game. Today's game's like at 4 in the afternoon. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Dude, I'm telling you, man, the fucking schedulers for baseball are fucking terrible. 2 games for this series have gone at 3 and now at 4. And it's just one of those things where it just doesn't make any damn sense, man. But
Yeah,
nah, dude, I think you got Verlander on the mound tonight, so I'm waiting to see when they drop the lineup for
the
the
Rangers.
team
Yeah,
for the Astros. See who's going to be batting because Brantley was out yesterday, and El Tio Brantley and Uncle Brantley saved them in Game 3, man,
yeah,
with that huge catch in outfield. So I'm hoping he's going to be playing tonight or this afternoon, I guess you can say. And
yeah,
yeah, I told you, man. I told you, after they went down 0-2, I was like, man, this shit still got a long ways to go, man.
yeah,
And I said, I said I hope they win 3 straight over there, So when they come back home, they come back with a little bit less pressure. I wouldn't say completely no pressure, but they come back home and they're up 3-2. They got 2 chances at that point, to lock it in at home. But if they come back down 3-2, yeah, shit, man, it's gonna get tough, tough, tough. But those bats are heating up, man. Those bats are heating up for the Astros right now, and
that they are.
the pitching has been pretty good, man. And I was, to be honest, I was surprised on Wednesday to see Max Scherzer go out like that. I was like, man, I didn't think he had that bad of a game. You know what I mean? But I saw a stat earlier today, and he's like 0-5 in his last 5 starts in the postseason, or some crazy shit like that. And I was like, God damn, bro, he has one of the worst ERAs in postseason in these last 5 starts he's had.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. So we'll see what Verlander can do today, man. Hopefully, he can lock it in. And I need Kate Upton to give him a little back rub or something. Have him real nice and calm.
You just want to see Kate Upton on the TV. That's all it is, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey,
Hell
we
yeah.
got a shout out here to JC with Special Leaf.
Special
He's
leaf.
saying, yo, baseball at 4, basketball at 9. Great day, SA. And it is. The Spurs are going to wind up playing their last preseason game here at 9 o'clock. That game's going to be televised on NBA TV. So you're not going to be able to watch it on like TNT or local here, CW or Can 5, anything like that. So it's NBA TV. And if you don't have, access to NBA TV, there are other places you can go. If you know, man.
If you know, you know. That's right, man. It sucks, dude. I don't have cable, right? I have Fubu, the
Yeah.
app, and both of the games against the Rockets, I had to watch it on the fucking Rockets network.
No,
And
man,
no,
forget
but
it.
just hearing those two bums talking, I was like, man, you shut the hell up, dude. Tell you what, man, I
Hey,
ain't got time to
what's
listen
up
to you.
with Astros fan? Not Astros, but Rockets fans, man. They're salty as
Yo, dude, that fucking one cat talking about how come they didn't hurt Wimby. I'm like, really, bro? What the fuck's wrong with you, dog? Like,
even his
I don't
own
know, bro.
peoples were coming at him, dude. They're like, that's a bad look for our franchise, for our fan base.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, that was a bad look. And then I think they found a video of the actual guy uh, that's behind the page. Some little pinche güerito cabrón. Chico el viejo
Yeah,
culero
man.
talking
You know
shit,
it's a
bro.
troll page when these people they go up on the X on Twitter, right? And they just don't even
Yeah,
use their face, their real
yeah,
face. You know, they use some stupid picture, random picture or whatever. I'm like, why are you afraid to go ahead and show who you are? You know, it's like
yeah.
if you're gonna go ahead and talk the talk, back it up. You know, put a picture of
That's
yourself
right.
at least. You're just at
That's
that point,
right.
you're just a keyboard warrior. You know,
Yeah,
leaving
that's
at
all it is.
you live at home with mama. She makes you fish sticks. You know, and you get on the computer just to talk your shit. You don't
the
think
dino,
anybody's ever gonna
the
find
dino
you.
nuggets, the
Yeah,
dino
bro.
nuggets of
Like
the
for
Capri
real,
Sun.
man. But you know what these stupid ass people don't understand? There's ways that people can track their asses down. You know, and if
Yep.
and that's the sad part in today's society is that people get so heated and so upset that they wind
Mm-hmm.
up actually finding out who these people are, go up to their houses, and then bad things happen. You don't want to go ahead and end anything with violence, but if you're going to go
Yeah.
out on social media and just talk a bunch of nonsense and say things that you won't normally say in front of a person's face, you keyboard warrior, man. You're nothing more than a
Yeah,
troll, and that's the
yeah,
thing
man.
that's been going out with the, Rockets fans and with San Antonio Spurs
Shit, dude.
fans.
We've had some inner fights too, man.
Yeah, bro.
Within the Spurs fans, dude. Shit, that it's getting out of hand, man. We got to focus our energy on Rockets fans and everybody else, man. The rest of the league, we can't be fighting each other, but at the same time, man, you can't be having these fools, coming at one of our own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because we
man.
defend our own, dude.
It was
Shit,
wild to me, man. Like, why would you say that? Oh, I don't want a major injury to him. Just a little one. Just a little
just
one.
a little one.
Like, what the hell, bro? Who says that, man?
Fucking salty people, bro. They're just mad, bro. It's funny because, like I said, they're like, "Oh, Wimpy's gonna suck." I'm like, bro, fucking 4 or 5 months ago, you were begging for him.
Yeah,
You wanted him, and
they want him to
now
be
he
a
sucks.
bust. Yeah.
I tell you what, he ain't gonna be no. But I wonder, is he gonna play tonight, or is he gonna be out?
If I was
They said
Coach Pop,
anything?
I'd sit him out, bro. What's the point? You know,
Yeah,
there's sit them all out. Sit all your
yeah.
starters out. Sit everybody out. Just let the young bucks go out there and have a hell of a time,
Have a
because
good
you got to
time.
kick the
Yeah,
tires and see what you got. There's still some, some cuts that need to be made. They released Kim Birch the other day,
yeah.
and that
Well,
was
they're
no
down to
surprise.
15 already, aren't they?
Yeah, they're already down.
Yeah.
They're down, but I mean, you got to look. Pop's just gonna look and see what he's got. Maybe play with lineups, stuff like that. But
He's
hey,
gonna see who's gonna go to Austin.
yeah, exactly. Who's going to be doing some time in Austin, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Hey, man, but another thing we're going to discuss right now is we talked about the Astros, the Rangers. ALS is tied up at 2 apiece. Game 5 tonight at 4 o'clock, which is a stupid ass time. You don't even get a chance to go to the bar, man. By the time you're already in the 8th inning, you're barely getting out of work, bro. 9th
Yeah.
inning, you're getting out of work. Like, what the hell,
Hey,
dude?
for real, dude.
Hey,
For
but
real,
let's go
man.
ahead and talk about these Saints, man. Your Saints,
Oh,
bro.
bro.
What the hell happened, bro? I know.
You want the God honest truth, bro?
Yeah, what happened?
They need to fucking fire Carmichael and Dennis Allen, bro.
No, here we go.
Look, the tight end dropping the pass, you got to put blame on him too, man. You got to make that catch. You got to make that catch, and give him a chance to tie the game, or shit. Who knows? Maybe they're ballsy enough to go for 2 and win the game.
Yeah, and you
But
know what? I'm gonna do this to you because your Saints lost, bro. So I got to do you dirty.
here we go.
That goes out to all the Saints fans, man, including
Hey,
Jimenez.
hey! Hold on. Sunday and Monday, motherfucker, you were throwing that shit at me because the Astros lost. Why don't you throw that shit to the fucking Rangers fans now? Huh?
Oh yeah, well there you go. That was for the Rangers fans too. They said, "Lo cagaron." They lost two in a
Look,
row.
man, I don't understand how you're on a 6-yard line. You have 2 timeouts. You have one of the fucking dopest quarterback / tight end / running back / receiver / punt blocker in Taysom Hill, and you don't fucking run the ball with him or with Kamara. Kamara was having a good game, man. He was having a solid game. Run the ball.
Yeah, I don't
try
know,
to get
man.
it into the end zone, dude. But no, these fucking shit, dude. I'll tell you what, man. Before the season started, I was like, oh hell yeah, we have all our players coming back healthy. Defense got a little bit of a boost. We finally got a good quarterback, and fucking Pete Carmichael decides, I don't know how to call plays. I don't know how to run an offense. Apparently, Dennis Allen, while he may be the head coach or whatever, he's a defensive strategic mind. That's what he does. Is defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why the Saints have always been, one of the top defense in the league for many years. You know what I'm saying? But Jesus, bro, I tell you, man, when I see these motherfuckers on the 6-yard line, and all they gotta do is 6 yards, 6 fucking yards, man, and they're just passing the ball.
Happens.
I'm like, dude, no mames, bro, no mames.
Hey, man, say what you want to about my Cowboys, man, but at least don't have that record of 3-4 like your Saints, man.
Don't worry, you'll get there eventually.
Nah, the heartache is coming, no doubt, bro. Right now, the Cowboys are at 4-2. They're second in the NFC East. Let's go ahead and take a look at your Saints. The NFC South, Buccaneers. This is a trash fucking conference,
division,
bro. I mean, look at this: NFC South. Buccaneers 3-2, Falcons 3-3, Saints 3-4, and the Panthers ain't even won a damn game, bro. 0-6.
What's crazy about the Panthers, bro? Is they're 0-6, right? Their first round draft pick goes to the fucking Bears.
Yeah, that ain't gonna help the Bears' cause either. They only got one win, 1-5.
No mames, bro. The Bears could potentially have the number 1 and number 2 pick come next year's draft.
The Bears are tanking hard, bro. Let's not mix words. They're tanking hard. And you know who's even worse? The freaking Vikings, man. Pour some out for my boy Brandon Medina, man. And Vikings fans, 2-4, bro. And the Packers, también, dude, 2-3. Like, God, man.
Yeah, the NFC North isn't looking too hot either, man.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the standings right now. You have the Lions, they have a big league. There's no one that's gonna catch them, man. The Lions are 5-1, and then you have the Packers at 2-3, Vikings 2-4, Bears 1-5. I mean, that's garbage, dude. Garbage. And the Giants too. I mean, I'm looking at the Giants as well. The Giants were a team that people thought, oh, they're gonna put some things together. You better watch out for the Giants. Man, no mames, bro. 1-5. Like, come on, man.
Dude, they've been outscored 71-167. That's nuts. They're getting bodied right now. You look at the Cardinals, man, 1-5.
Same thing with the Broncos. You got a lot of 1-5 teams,
Oh, dude, the Broncos, man. You know what? Sean Payton should have stayed his ass retired, bro. He should have done. He opened his fucking mouth and talked shit about the head coach from last year. Bro, you're 1-5, dude. You're 1-5.
And the Patriots too, man. Belichick, I think this is gonna be his last year coaching the Patriots. He gotta go, bro. 1-5.
So?
Yeah, man. He's the GM as well. He makes the decisions behind the scenes. All that stuff's got to stop, man. He's already seen better days. Time to retire or move on somewhere else, man. He's got to go, dude. This Patriots team needs a new head coach in a bad way.
Yeah, they need to switch it up, man. After a while, that you got to make a decision and say, you know what, I'm not benefiting this team anymore. It's time for me to bounce.
He's like that racehorse, man, that you had back in the day that was a winner, and then they start losing games. They ain't the same no more. It's time to put them out to pasture or make glue out of them.
Dude, I'm looking at the standings right now for my fucking Saints, and I'm looking at the points for and the points against.
Yeah.
They're a +6 right now. And they've lost 4 games. The fucking Falcons are 3-3, and they're a -21 in points for and against. The Bucks are 3-2, and they're only a +2. And this just fucking pisses me off, dude. I don't even know. You know what? Man, you know what? Nah, fuck that. I'm gotta write it out. You gotta
ride with your team, bro. That's who you called. That's who you're gonna ride with. You were telling us a story too when we were having that get together last weekend over there with JC. and with everybody else over there at the Special Leap compound, and how you became a Saints fan. So
Saints fan, yeah. So
that
I'm
was
gonna
cool.
ride with them, bro. I'm gonna ride with them. I guess my Sancha team is gonna be the Lions, bro. I think at this point.
The Lions. Hey, man, the Lions, they might be my Sancha team también. I'm ready to move on, bro, from the Cowboys, man. If Jerry Jones resigns Dak, I'm done. I'm going to get my form ready. I'm saying I'm jumping ship. I'm going to throw away all my Cowboys gear. I'm done with them. I'm not going to be there for another 4 or 5 years going down with this sinking ship no more. I'm done with them. They belong to the streets at this point,
Do you really think he's gonna resign him?
If he does, he's stupid as shit, dude. That's why I said if he resigns Dak, I'm done. I'm changing my allegiance, bro. I might join the Bills Mafia. Fuck it. I don't give a damn. I'm tired of this bullshit.
Are you gonna go back home once Dak is gone, or what? Are you gonna fucking stay with whatever team?
Nah, dude. I'm not gonna go back and join this Cowboys team until they're worth the shit. Right now, they ain't worth the shit, bro. It's heartache every fucking season. Dak shits the bed every time he has a big game. Against the 49ers, what does he do? He folds. You go up against another good team, he folds. Well, we just weren't prepared. Well, this happened. No, bro. You just shit the bed every time you go up against a good team with a great defense. You just can't get it done. And he's been getting paid all that money to be mediocre. No, you need to go ahead and step up in the big moments. That's what's going to define you as a generational quarterback. Being able to go ahead and get these wins when it matters. And right now, he ain't done a damn thing. Same thing with Zeke. That's why they let his ass go. He was overhyped and overpaid. Dak, he's just horrible, man, as a QB. Shame on Jerry for signing him to begin with. He should have let Zeke go. He should have let Dak go. Man, we could have been rolling with Cooper Rush for now. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Hey, man, might as well just give Trey Lance a chance, too, bro, at this fucking point. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah,
right?
What's the worst? And the people are saying already, don't put Trey Lance out there. He's worse than Dak Prescott. Y'all going to see. I'm like, I don't care about no Trey Lance. They put him in if they want, man. But just roll with Cooper Rush, bro. That's my dog right there. I'd rather him go out there and just throw the ball around, see the Cowboys get the dub, man. I'm tired of this nonsense every weekend, watching Dak go out there and is he going to have a good game? Is he not going to have a good game? Just roll with Rush, dude. At least Rush, he doesn't, make as many mistakes as Dak. Hopefully he doesn't throw as many picks,
Right, for sure. No, for sure, man. Yeah, man. I mean, they gotta do something, man, because hey, man, 30 years coming up on 30
big
years.
Drought, brother. It's a big drought. I mean,
no bueno, man. It's no bueno.
No, man, it's not. But you know what? I also want to go ahead and give a quick shout out too to former coach here of the San Antonio Spurs, assistant coach Becky Hammond, man.
Hey,
shout out to her and the Las Vegas Aces, bro. Back-to-back WNBA champions,
So when is she going to come back home is the real question. You know what I'm saying?
Well, is
she going to come back home?
When Coach Pop decides to maybe hang it up at some point, and there's Becky doing the Tootsie Roll, man. She's getting down.
She's getting down, bro.
So it's good to see her. Good to see her thriving, man. And you know what? That kind of pisses me off in a way because you look at the San Antonio Spurs and it's like Spurs fans are like, that could have been us. That could have been us. We don't know, what the future was going to hold, but it's good to see that Becky's thriving. It would have been better if the Stars were still here in San Antonio,
sure,
but we can go ahead and live vicariously through them. They moved on. They're doing great. We're always going to root for them no matter what. I mean, yes, obviously they were part of San Antonio lore at one point, Yeah,
well, we're going to always have Becky's back wherever she goes, man. We're going to have her back. So, I guess we're all Aces fans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
We ride with it. But
it's good to see her though, man, like really going with there and making a difference in that team and turning around that whole franchise, and she's got them playing at a very high level. So
she did it with two of her stars missing. That last game. So, it's not just her depending on having her roster all healthy. She can make things happen even if she's down a star or two.
Yeah, she's coming over.
That's what makes a coach, a great one.
Yeah, she's overcoming adversity.
Yeah, exactly. They make the adjustments. They don't fold and they get after it and they make things happen with what they have. You know what I'm saying? Man, I would love nothing more, to be honest, man, if Pop does hang it up in a couple years, I would not be against it one bit if she came back home and she ran the team, man. It would be great.
You never know what can happen. It could happen in the next couple of years. Like I said, whenever Coach Pop decides he wants to go and hang it up. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think he's going to coach for a couple more years here. I don't see him wanting to go ahead and hang it up. Probably with not.
Well,
I mean, next 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, he said, man, once his wife passed away, I mean, he's kind of like, what am I going to do at home?
Exactly, bro.
But even if he retired from coaching, I mean, he's not retiring from the game.
No,
you know what I'm saying? He'll still be there. He'll be in the background. I saw somebody tweet out that if it ain't Becky, they need to bring Steve Kerr in.
No,
I'm just gonna say this right now, man. Steve Kerr gets way too much credit, in my opinion, because when he came into the Warriors, he took over a team that was already in making the playoffs.
It was Mark Jackson's team, dude. Mark Jackson put that talent together.
Exactly. He brought in the Curry, Thompson, Draymond, and he built them fuckers up. And then he got kicked to the curb, and here comes Steve Kerr, already coming into the assembled team. And yes, he took them to championships.
It's like this, man. But the race car was already built, by professionals. He just came in to drive it and takes the credit for the wins.
Yeah. And then you go and you fucking bring in KD.
Yeah.
To help you win 2 more. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, to be honest, if I would fucking hope that the Spurs don't fucking bring that son bitch in, because I just do not want to hear, Kerr is the greatest coach of all time. Look, man, he's won. Let's say he comes down here and the fucking Spurs win 3 out of 5, or you know what I'm saying? And then he gets all this, he gets even more hype.
Who's one of the best coaches in the NBA and doesn't really get a lot of love, doesn't get a lot of respect, talked about enough?
And Spo,
dude. Eric Spoelstra, man.
That dude is a top-notch coach, man. What he's done, even after LeBron left and D Wade's been gone, to be able to get that team back to the NBA Finals with Jimmy Butler and whatnot. Yes, he hasn't won another ring, but to still be competing, year after year, as an 8th seed, making the run that they made. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one hell of a coach, man. You can say, well, his 2 rings that he has, he got it because he had LeBron and D Wade and Bosh. I get that. You're right. It's kind of like Kerr. You got to say the same thing for Kerr. Can Steve Kerr leave? Could Steph Curry leave and Thompson's gone, Draymond's gone? Can Steve Kerr bring in new guys and fucking keep that same energy going where he's taking that team to the playoffs and he's making these runs? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Steve Kerr can do that, then all right, you give him his flowers. But Spo's been doing that, for as many years as he's been doing it. So, yeah, man, he deserves some more love. He deserves more credit. He's a hell of a coach, man.
Yeah, sure. Man. He is.
Actually, I wouldn't mind his ass coming down here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think I'd rather take him over Kerr. Kerr has had it, in my opinion, like I said, he's had it easier with the players. The talent he's had on his squad.
Yeah.
But only time will tell, man. I mean, Pop got that 5-year deal, but like everybody says, it's more of a wink deal, right?
Yeah. Where
you play 2 to 3 years, and then hey, we know you're going to dip out, enjoy the money, enjoy retirement, as they say, and just be in and out.
Yeah, look, Ryan Santillan, shout out to him for watching. He says Becky is just getting more experience under her belt. Winning with the Aces. She'll be back. And that's good that she's getting that experience because she's proven she's a winner. She knows how to win, and not only that, but I mean her players love her as a coach. And that's saying something when you're respected and beloved by the players out on the court. They don't have nothing but good things to say about her. So you would hope at some point she gets her shot to be the first woman head coach in the NBA. So hopefully that'll happen sooner rather than later. But the other thing I want to talk about too, because we got a couple minutes here before Jeff joins us, is the NFL weekend coming up, man. You got some games that are going to be coming up here, and the Cowboys are on the bye, so we're not going to have no hate on the Cowboys because the Cowboys aren't even playing.
Might lose.
Yeah. Now they're going to lose on their day off, So you got Falcons, Buccaneers coming up. You have the Raiders and the Bears. You have the Browns and the Colts. Lions and Ravens is an interesting one to me. You have
That would be a good one.
Commanders and the Giants. That one doesn't. I don't even give a damn about that.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Bills and Patriots, Cardinals, Seahawks, no mames. The Chargers Chiefs could be interesting. That could be a good one. Steelers
That
Rams.
could be a good.
But
And the Packers should handle the Broncos. Well,
should.
you never know. I guess
They both suck, bro. But to me, the game of the week is going to be Dolphins Eagles, bro.
Yep.
I want to see that one. And then you have Monday Night Football. You're going to have 49ers versus the Minnesota Vikings, bro. And shout out to Brandon Medina again. That's his team. He's been trying to do different things so they can get some wins, man. He's been coming in the studio on Sunday, to do his Fantasy God show, and he comes in wearing Vikings gear. Last 2 times he came in, he wasn't wearing Vikings gear because he's trying to see if maybe he was jinxing the team or something.
Oh, trust me, bro. I did the same thing. I've been doing some shit for the Astros game. So
Prende la vela, dude. You've been turning on the candle.
I ain't going that far. But look, I'll tell you what.
Don't lie, bro. You have your Jose Altuve altar ready and everything.
Hey, man, if the Astros win today, right? They win Game 5. They're up 3-2. And I did the same thing I did yesterday, the day before.
Take a shot.
You best fucking believe on Sunday. I think it's Sunday they play game 6. I'm gonna do the exact same thing, bro. I'm gonna do the exact same thing.
So let's see what the games are. So today they play at 4:07. Then they're gonna play on Sunday at. See, that's a stupid thing. On Sunday you're gonna play at 7:03, but you couldn't play at 7:00 on a freaking Friday, bro. 4:07.
Well, the thing is, the other problem is the Phillies and the Diamondbacks, bro. They're playing today too. They're playing their game 4, and they have them playing at 7.
That's dumb scheduling, dude. That's just
doesn't
stupid.
Make sense either, because that game's being played in Philly, so their start time there's 8. You would think that one should start a little earlier.
Yeah, 7:00 at least.
You could even put that one at 6:00 and then have the Astros Rangers start at like an 8:07, 8:37 start time. You know what I'm saying? Get the 2.5 window there.
4:00, bro.
But 4:00, dude, they just like I said, I don't understand. I mean, I think yesterday the Phillies and Diamondbacks played at 4:00 or 3:00 as well. I don't understand what these guys are doing.
Yeah, because then they have the back-to-back games. So not back-to-back, but Game 6, Rangers Astros, going to be on Sunday at 7:03.
Yeah.
Game 7, if necessary, is going to be at 7:03 on Monday. So
I don't know. See, that's what worries me, is the game being on Monday and they have Monday Night Football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these idiots are like, you know what? Let's fucking play it early, so we don't interfere with the Monday night schedule.
See, that's scary though, man. Like, what's going to happen? Where's Game 7 going to be played at?
Well, no, Game 7's played in Minute Maid.
I was going to say, if it's played in Minute Maid and this is tied at 3 apiece, I would say that the favor is going to be in the Rangers court. Like they would have that I guess little one up on the Astros as far as, hey, we can still win on your home field.
I guess it all depends if the Astros go up 3-2 today or they go down 2-3 today. And when they bounce back on Sunday to tie it up. Because all these little, when you're up and then you lose or you get tied up, some teams tend to fold in that Game 7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just all depends, man. It's going to be interesting to see, man. Like I said, I'm doing my superstitious stuff, again today.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. If they pull it off, I'm going to have to do it for game 6 again. Like I said, I called this series to end in 6 games, man. So I'm hoping that stays true, because now I'm starting to taste the beer a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to taste that free case of beer. So.
No, it tastes like the little cans I'm gonna buy you, the case of beer, the 8 ounces.
The 8 ounces, the little coronitas.
Coronitas. It's gonna be the light beer too, bro. The light beer.
If it's gonna be Corona, I only drink Premier, bro.
Corona. Yeah, man. I don't like Coronas, dude. I never liked Corona. It's okay.
Man, that was my choice of beer when I was up in Lubbock, man, all the time.
Yeah, it's okay.
When I had the money, when I didn't have the money, I was drinking Keystone up there, man.
Ooh, bro, that's rough, brother. Keystone's just like Natty Light, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, college student, dude, you know.
That's
You
why they
have
sell it in
money.
30 pack because you need to drink all
That's
30 to
right.
get a buzz.
That's right. A 30 rack, dude. That was my favorite thing about Lubbock too. They had their beers in 30 racks, man. So, you know, you get you one of those. Dude, I had a buddy up in Lubbock, man. His name was Dan, called him Cowboy Dan. That dude used to drink Keystone hot, bro.
Whoo,
Like room
man.
temperature. He would buy it, right? Take it out the store, you know, out the freezer or the fridge. He'd take it back to his place and he'd leave it out and let it get room temperature. And then start slamming them back like that. I was like, damn, bro, you a bold son of a gun, man. I tell you what.
Yeah, we got a lot of college football coming up tomorrow too. You got UT playing as well, so hopefully they can get back to getting up into winning ways and start moving up in the standings because they dropped a whole lot of they dropped down several spots. Yeah. They need to move up several spots.
They got a little bit of a cupcake game against Houston, so
you would think it would be a cupcake game, but you can't take this shit for granted, man.
You know what? Nowadays, like they say, any given Sunday, any given Saturday, bro. You know, it's gonna be fun to see. You got, let me see, one.
They got Houston, they got BYU, and they got Kansas State. Kansas State, you could see, okay, that one could be competitive. TCU, it's TCU, bro.
TCU's TCU, man.
Yeah, you got Iowa State, and then they're gonna wind up closing out the season here against the Texas Tech Red Raiders on November the 24th.
Right, baby. Look, man. I don't give a fuck if the Raiders lose every single game as long as they win that fucking game. Send them off to the SEC with a fucking loss from us, dude.
Yeah, and the UTSA plays tomorrow too. They got an early tip. It's gonna be at 5:00.
Who do you got tomorrow?
Atlantic, FL Atlantic.
No. Okay. Now looking at the schedule for tomorrow, you got 4 games tomorrow where it's 2 top 25 teams playing against each other, and then we got Ohio State and Penn State, who are ranked 3 and 7.
Yeah,
at 11. That should be a decent game.
Yeah, but hey, man, we're gonna have to go ahead and bring your segment to a close here because I got to go ahead and get El Jefe on.
Hey, tell him he needs to hurry up and take us out to lunch, bro.
Maybe breakfast, man. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna hit him up right now when I call him. I'm gonna say, hey, bro, we're gonna go to breakfast tomorrow. I can almost taste that Don Pedro, bro.
For real, man. All he does is post those pictures, man, but he don't invite.
No, he only invites Jimenez, bro. He don't invite us.
Why does he invite that Nestle, but he don't invite the rest of us? Man?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. We're gonna ask him right now. I'm gonna ask him right now.
Yeah, put him on blast. I want to see what he says.
I tell, how come you don't mix it up con la gente, vato? Te sustas.
Te sustas. No, he's scared of us, man. He's probably scared of us.
Yeah, man.
But, all right, man. Well, we'll see what happens tonight. Game 5, and we'll see what happens game 6.
Hey, man, and have your phone with you, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and be texting you during the game. The freaking Rangers are up, bro. It's like, man, that beer's gonna taste good.
Hey, ain't it funny how y'all text me only when the Rangers are up, but not when they're down?
I like to poke the bear. Like I told you, I don't give a damn who wins, bro. I like poking you, man.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? When the last 2 games when the Astros were whooping, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till the very end. All I'm gonna ask is a simple question: who won? What's the score? It's 2-2 now, baby. It's 2-2. Best out of 3 now. Let's see what happens.
Or like Jimenez says, 2. The count is 2.
Yeah. The count is 2. I'm like, hey, count to 2 again, sucker.
Yeah. Throw him the finger. 1, 2. There you go, culero.
There you go, culero. All right, bro. We'll be in touch, man.
All right, brother. Have a good one. Have a good weekend.
You too, bro.
Later. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get Jeff ready to go here. But before I do, I'm going to go ahead and have us pause real quick for a quick ad read from our boys at MCS General Contracting. MCS General Contracting, more than 30 years of combined experience in concrete placement. They are the best in the business. Honest pricing, high quality work. They get going on house foundations, driveways, concrete patio decks. If you want to extend the deck, extend the driveway. If you're a business and you need to put together a slab, a parking lot, or other concrete placement services or sidewalks, reach out to MCS General Contracting at 210-774-9155. They're confident in their skills, so give Chris Leija over at MCS General Contracting a call at 210-774-9155. And thank you for being a sponsor of this show. So make sure you go ahead and call Chris Leija over at MCS General Contracting. They got the hardest concrete in the business, diamond hard concrete. So you want it done right, you call Chris Leija at MCS General Contracting. His number is 210-774-9155. 9155. All right. So joining us up next is El Jefe himself, the one and only Jeff Garcia. But before we bring him on, of course, we got to bring him in right. We got to do you right, brother. Bringing you in here. So here we go.
I'm rolling my eyes right now.
Here we
You can't
go.
see me, but I'm rolling my eyes. I know what's coming. There it comes. There it is.
You got to do your little dance.
I want dancing to that.
Dollar bills, y'all. We're joined now by the one and only.
But they're falling on you, though, Joe. They're not falling on me.
Yeah. Well, we got to fix that. I'm going to go ahead and fix that. I'm going to go ahead and get a different system in place where we can go ahead and get some dollar bills. And you know what?
Hey.
I got an idea for a new shirt for you. We're going to go ahead and get the $100 bill and put your face on it, dude.
No, let's not do that. That's a bad idea. That's a horrible idea. Hey, did you hear that rumor about Chris Leija and MCS?
No, what happened?
Apparently, Clayface is talking mad trash to them, saying that clay is better than concrete, and that he's going to go and sabotage. I mean, it's crazy that supposedly Clayface said that Leija and MCS, they don't have what it takes, and that he's actually diamond hard, not MCS.
Hey, I'm going to call you out, dude, because me and Chris Leija were talking before we brought you on, man.
Yes, I heard.
But when are we going to go, man? We going to go to breakfast tomorrow or what, Jeff?
Man, let me look at my schedule. Let's try to do it before the regular season starts. That's going to be crazy. You know, Joe, I was at the last game, and every single NBA team had a scout. They were there only to see Wemby.
Oh, I bet.
Every single media seat was taken up. Fortunately, with the French media, they had like one chair open, and they let me have it. But it's time. Wemby's here, man.
It's Wemby time, man. But you know what? I want to have breakfast time with Jeff. I want to go to Don Pedro's, man, on Saturday. So we got to set that up one time, man. I know you're busy, guys, so we're like giving you a hard time. But yeah, we want to go ahead and maybe rile up some of the troops. I know Chris Leija wants to join us for some breakfast, maybe some, huevos rancheros. We'll go ahead and probably pick a different place. We're not gonna eat at Don Pedro. There's a whole bunch of other places down on the south side that we got to eat up. We got to hit up. Yeah, we got to hit up one of the hole in the walls, dude. That's where you have the best stuff, like you were saying, man.
I'm telling you, just go up and down Nogalitos or South Forest. That's all you got to do.
Exactly.
Go up and down, and you'll see it. You can't miss it.
Look at Chris Leija. He said, "Let me check my schedule. It doesn't have time for common folk."
Man, Chris, Joe's known me for a long time. He knows I have a very hectic life.
Yeah, but got a lot of things he's got to do. Hey, but the Spurs are going to go ahead and play their last preseason game here.
Yes, sir.
Coming up tonight at 9:00, late tip over there, because they're going to be playing over in Golden State. They're going to play the Golden State Warriors over in San Fran. But the thing is, do you think Coach Pop is going to do the right thing and just say, you know what, we've seen enough of Wemby. We don't want to go ahead and see him in this last preseason game. Let's go ahead and give him and a couple of the other guys a night off, and let's go ahead and let the young bucks run out there, kind of kick the tires and see what you got. What do you think is going to happen?
No, I think he's going to trot out the official starting lineup for regular season. He's going to let them still cook together, get some chemistry in. I don't expect him to play all 4 quarters, but I do expect him to play longer than usual, maybe 3 quarters at most, and score be damned, whether they're up or down, just as long as get them down. I'm interested now to see how Trey Jones adjusts to his role off the bench now. Perhaps that's better suited for him. I mean, how many times has Spurs fans said this? Oh, he's better off the bench. He's better off the bench. Well, here he is. He'll be coming off the bench. Will Sohan be able to handle the PG responsibilities? Remember, he's not a natural point guard. He's kind of learning on the fly. So it's going to be interesting. But hey, Wemby did say in the last game that he does trust Sohan, that he has his full support. So, I mean, he's got the thumbs up from the big man. So regular season, here we come. Your starting point guard is Jeremy Sohan.
And there you go. So, hey, I'm not mad at it, man. I'd like that, if Coach Pop went ahead and kept that lineup. But we know how he plays around with lineups and makes little tweaks, changes here and there. So I'm sure it'll change again. But, one of the things that we talked about prior to this last preseason game is I'd asked you a question and I said, Jeff, who do you think is going to get waived? Because the Spurs did have to go ahead and, go ahead and cut some players in order to make room for, the permanent roster spot. And it was announced that the Spurs did waive center Kem Birch, and you had said the other day too when I asked you, who do you think is going to get waived? And you're like, Kem Birch. Well, you were correct. He in fact did get waived by the San Antonio Spurs. They announced it yesterday, so that was no surprise.
No surprise. I mean, when he played that one preseason game, it was like watching Bigfoot. Like we saw Bigfoot. He does exist. He does
Kem
play.
Birch.
Kem Birch. Yeah. It's funny you mentioned that too because I was talking to an NBA scout recently, and they asked the same question you did. Like, what do you think is going to get waived? And I said Kem Birch, and the reaction was, "Oh yeah, I forgot he plays for them." So,
exactly.
He was like a UFO, Bigfoot, Mothman, never seen. But so it is what it is. Joe, you gonna hang up your Kem Birch jersey?
No, man, I didn't even buy a Kem Birch jersey. I don't buy jerseys, man. I only buy jerseys from the OGs. I'm not gonna buy jerseys from some of these younger players. The only one that I think is safe is gonna be Victor Wembanyama. But some of the other players, like I was telling you, man, and the fans, don't get used to players, man, because you never know what's gonna happen. You go out and you buy a $200 jersey nowadays. There is no guarantee that player is going to be with the team for the full season, So it is what it is. Don't go buy your Mamu jerseys, man. Don't do it.
just go on Southwest Military. They're cheap.
There you go.
Even if they do get traded, you're not losing a lot of money. You can always get it replaced.
Go to the HEB. You know how they have those jerseys there, the ones that just are ironed on, or what is not ironed on? They're like printed on.
Traders Village. Village. They'll have them.
Yeah, they will have them, and they're probably going to be fire too because they're going to give you a very eclectic selection of Spurs jerseys. Stuff that you're not going to see everywhere.
Yeah, but in like other Spurs news, I had a chance to talk with Sadie Osman and Julian Champagny about the new Victory Capital Performance Center. Yes, they already moved in.
They had the ribbon cutting ceremony.
But they had the official ribbon cutting ceremony. Champagny was the one who was talking to me, just really overwhelmed and called that new gym one of one. It was to the point where we had to keep it hush hush about the technology. Like the public is allowed to know that the type of machines are in there, but the public will not be shown what specific tech they use. So, for example, I could say, they're using, shooting videos capturing or something like that when the players shoot. Okay, that's good. You're allowed to know that. But I found out we're not going to be shown exactly what it is, like the details of it.
Yeah, so they have a lot of AI that's involved in all that. When they're shooting, they're practicing and stuff like that. Let's just put it like this, Jeff. Their players are being watched.
What do you mean, like AI is going to help them?
Yeah, they have a lot of AI technology already built in or implemented into what the Spurs are doing over there at that facility, meaning that they have video cameras, stuff like that are going to help the players, go ahead and form their shot a little bit better, telling them what they need to work on, their form, their stance, feet position, whatever, they're going to work with the trainers to go ahead and get better at their game, honing their craft. But yeah, there's no secret. I mean, each team is using artificial intelligence in some capacity. Spurs are no different. They're doing the same thing, but they want to keep all that secret. They don't want to let the people know what type of software they're running, algorithms, things of that nature.
Yeah. And then Champagny also said that he appreciates how the gym now has extra large cold tubs, the ice baths that they take.
Yeah, they're not in troughs no more.
They're not in drops anymore. So just a good stuff. That, and then of course, Osman as well. He said, just glowing remarks about the new gym. You can find it at kensfi.com/Spurs. And other bigger news, Joe, you heard the big bomb drop yesterday. I broke it. Tim Duncan is back in the trading card world.
Yeah, I was about to show that picture for you.
2 decades. He is back. Can you believe that?
Let's go ahead and show that.
Yeah, check it out.
There it is. There's the picture. I'm going to go ahead and make my screen a little smaller so y'all can see this better.
Yeah, check it out. Look at that.
Look at that, man. That's a nice looking card, too. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. It's a great variant as well. But, Joe, I thought you're still in the card game, right? Or you got out?
No, I buy cards here and there if I have the opportunity to do so. I was over at Target the other day with the wife, and I was looking. I said, you know what? Let me go and pull up, because they're always buying, card collectors go and buy a whole bunch of boxes of cards. So I said, let me go and pull up.
They're not cheap at all.
They're not. So I said, let me go and check and see if anybody left any Panini cards there. I'm looking to get some cards. Maybe I'll get me a Wemby, So I went to go and check, and sure enough, they had like 1 or 2 boxes of panini. So I was like, let me pick me up one, So I picked up a box of paninis. So I got to open it. I haven't opened it yet. I haven't had
Oh, you
time.
haven't opened it yet.
No,
Okay.
I haven't had time, but I will. When I open it, maybe I'll have you over, man, and we'll open them together and let's see if we go through them.
Yeah, we do. We could do a box breaking episode of Lock.
There you go.
I did that with Eric Hicks.
Yeah.
And in that video is where he hit the Wemby. I mean, the chances of that happening were rare. And it happened on his last pack. The last pack we opened, the last card, it was in there. So maybe you'll have that luck too.
Yeah, maybe, man. So we'll do that. I'll invite you over when I finally decide to open the pack up. We'll probably do an episode of 2 shots and we can do Los at the same time. Knock it out.
You realize how expensive they're going to be, just the boxes for a chance to get a Dunking card. I mean, there's going to be 4 top, maybe 4 types. There's the one you see on the screen right now with him holding the title trophy. There's one on his draft day. And then there's one called the Crown Royal. And then there's another one, another base card. But they're all autographed. So my goodness,
he doesn't sign cards though. That's the thing. These are super rare.
Thing. Exactly. Yeah, he's finally signing cards. So, can you imagine the amount of money Panini had to fork over for him to do that? An exclusive deal with him.
Yeah, man. So exclusive deal means expensive.
Expensive. Yeah. Yeah. But Joe, are you going to get a box though when they come out? Like,
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. If they're available, I'll go ahead and pick some up. But I'm probably gonna wind up going to like Costco or Sam's or something. If you go around here like a Walmart, Target, some of the other places, don't forget about it, dude. They're gone.
Yeah.
But if you know people at like Sam's and at Costco or whatever, and the people that stock and they know when the trucks are coming, they can probably give you some hints. Hey, maybe there'll be a shipment on such and such day. You just get there early and hopefully you can pick up some boxes. But man, the card collectors are out there in force, bro. They're gonna buy them up. They're gonna stack their cart full of boxes of cards. And
that's what sucks, because there's gonna be legit people like you that just simply want to own one.
Yeah, exactly.
The ones that scoop them up to flip them for like 10 times the amount.
Man, the other day I was at HEB, right? And there's card collecting going on too at HEB, believe it or not. And I saw these kids, man. They might have been like 19, 20 years old. Man, they had stacks and stacks and stacks
I believe
of Pokemon cards. I'm like, really, bro? Like they bought the whole thing up, the whole supply, So I'm like, I guess card collecting is big business.
Yeah. Did you ever see that Netflix series about just collectibles in general?
I don't think I have, man. It's a docuseries?
Well, it's like a docuseries, and they follow the Golden, GOLDIN auction website.
Yeah.
And you know that wannabe boxer Jake Paul, or his brother?
Oh yeah, the Paul brothers.
Logan. Yeah, Logan Paul. He does one episode, and they're having box breaks of Pokemon cards. So Logan goes into his stash. He pulls out a box, and they're chasing the Charizard. You got to get the Charizard. So they open up a box, nothing. They strike out. So he goes, okay, I'm gonna open another one. And mind you, remember, he said these boxes are expensive.
Yeah.
So he opens up another one. They're looking for the Charizard. They can't find it, so it's a bust. So, the segment's about to be over, and then the guy who runs Golden Auction is just staring at Logan and says, like, you didn't tell me what you have around your neck. You know how these guys that wear these gold chains around their necks?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or like these with diamonds everywhere. He was wearing a necklace, and it was there was an encased Pokemon card inside the necklace. And the guy was all like, well, how much you want for that one? And apparently Logan Paul wears on his neck a chain of one of the most rarest cards in Pokemon card world. He wears it as a decoration.
I thought that card was fake, man, because I remember reading somewhere, I think it was on social media or somewhere, where they actually went ahead and they had I guess he was under the impression that it was fake, so he had it like graded and checked and all that. And I thought it turned out that card was in fact fake. He got duped,
And he got duped.
Yeah, and he paid like I think $1 million for it. Same thing Post Malone did. Post Malone went ahead and he's big into like Lord of the Rings, and he brought a 1-of-1 card of Saruman or something like that, or Sauron, should I say? And that one's like worth a lot of money too. I think he paid like $1 million for it or something.
Dang. Dang, I didn't know that Lord of the Ring card collecting was that expensive too, or that.
Yeah, that one's like a 1-of-1 super rare card, so that's why he paid so much for it. I guess he's really into it, So
Yeah.
it is what it is. But did you hear
Yeah,
that Post
you were
Malone
telling me.
too? He opened his own Cowboys themed Cane's restaurant. Do you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. But you're gonna jump ship anyway. Because you said you're done with them, right?
No, if Jerry goes ahead and re-signs Dak, I'm done, man. I got my form ready to go, dude. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and probably go with the
Man, you're gonna
Sancha
give
team.
up how many years of loyalty to that Dallas team?
Nah, I ain't
Like,
loyal no more, bro. If he resigns Dak, I'm done. I'm gone. I'm done.
okay. Here's the question: do you think all Cowboys fans feel the same?
Oh yeah, no doubt. They're gonna be the loyal ones. I've been a Cowboys fan. Well, you know what? You want to go ahead and get another 30 years of mediocrity and losing? You go ahead and stay there, man. You stay with that sinking ship. I'm done with it. Me and my dad. My dad and me
For
talked
real?
last weekend, and we're talking about that. And my dad said the same thing. If he signs Dak, if he resigns Dak, I'm done. So I'm like, all right, we got our forms ready to go.
Everybody's gonna jump ship. Everybody's gonna jump ship.
Yeah, I'm done with them, dude. I was like, I'm not no more Cowboys or whatever. I'm done with it, dude. I'm not going to stick around for it no more. Tired of the mediocrity. Hey, but they also had some games coming out this weekend. Did you see that? They have the release of Spider-Man 2 and also a new Mario game coming out. So I don't know if you're still an avid gamer, Jeff, but you going to throw down?
My avid gaming days are over, but I still appreciate that. And that, I have a bunch of cousins, so they usually will get the game. So when I meet up with them, I'm like, all right, I'll play. Not a problem.
Check it out and see what it's all about.
Yeah, check it out and what it's all about. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in playing them. I'm interested in the new Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I saw that too.
Again. Yeah, they're gonna do like year one, I believe.
Yeah, year one.
So that's gonna be interesting to watch.
You're gonna play that one avidly? You're gonna be a Mortal Kombat guy?
Man, I'm rusty. I remember playing that at the Chuck E. Cheese back in the 80s.
Man, don't even talk to me about no Chuck E. Cheese, dude. We used to go to the one on the south side.
Exactly. The one on the south side was.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, we would lay waste to those little bastards there. Remember they had that big chunk of cheese you had to climb and get in there?
Yeah, the maze in the back.
Bro, I don't know how many kids I kicked off of that damn thing, dude. I was mean. I was a mean little bastard. You had people climbing up. That's how we were, bro. They were climbing up the chunk of cheese and they were shaking. Help me, no, hombre. Boom, kick to the face. Vámonos. We're laying waste to kids. And then we would go and play. Remember, they had that little room right by the stage, right? And you would put a quarter in or a token in, and it was the strobe light, right? And the strobe light would be going. Man, we were just in there. We're just laying waste to each other, dude. Knocking the crap.
It was like a scene out of the Batman.
It was, bro.
And like he's like beating up everybody as the strobe light flashes.
Yeah, exactly, bro. We were because I would go there with my football team when I played Little League, right? So we'd go in there after we would win big games or whatnot, So we would go in there as a team, the whole group would go in there, and somebody'd be like, "You all ready?" And then put in the coin and forget it, dude. You would just see fist flying and boom, boom, It was a lot of fun.
I remember they had the Star Wars 80s video game. Remember the one that's all pixelated?
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
But instead of standing up, they had where you could go into a cockpit. Like you sit in. Yeah, they had that there. They also had the I just remember the arcade being just insanely massive. I think it was 2 rooms full.
Yeah.
Like from end to end. Like I remember it being just so crowded, shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, man. But that arcade there was good back in the day, man. But like I was telling you, on the south side, nothing's ever gonna beat that Century South arcade, man. Nothing.
Century South arcade was the boxes, the arcade boxes were like stacked next to each other.
It was the mecca.
Yeah, exactly. To navigate it, the aisles were real thin, like real narrow.
Yeah, it was a maze.
Yeah, it was a maze, exactly. And then it wasn't just one room; it was 2 rooms. Because there was the main room where right when you walked in, was to the left. Then there was like kind of like a seating area, and then there was
the whole center section was nothing but arcade games.
There was nothing but arcade games, and I remember Afterburner. I remember the Star Wars game. I remember Pac-Man. Oh yeah, in the middle room, it was the table consoles.
Yeah,
you would sit down and look down with like a Galaga,
Centipede, Galaga, Pac-Man,
stuff like that. And then the arcade, the quarter boxes would continue on the right. near
Yeah.
the bathroom, way in the back.
You know what they
And I
never
just-
had there though? They didn't have UN Squadron, dude. I used to get down with some UN Squadron back in the day, and the only place that had the UN Squadron arcade cabinet, the game, was the 7-Eleven down the street from Commercial, where my grandma lived. If I walked down the street, just a little bit down the street, there it was, the 7-Eleven right there. And me and my cousins used to go there and play some of the video games because I mean it wasn't really big. They had like maybe one or two arcade games, but we would go in there, get a big gulp or whatever, and just hang out. And we would go and buy the comics that they had there because they get new releases every weekend or every other week. So we'd go in there and buy our Spider-Man comics, X-Men comics, that kind of stuff. So those are little things. Those are little things that we used to do back in the day for fun. So I love the South Side, man.
And you know what I remember playing there too? Operation Wolf.
Oh, I remember that one. The one with the machine gun. Yeah.
With the machine gun. Yeah. You press the red button on the left side and you'll throw the grenade. And then I remember obviously Double Dragon. That was, I remember the line. What's that?
Hand over fist. He's saying Puro Pistol Pete's. Man, I used to go Pistol Pete's on Bandera, bro. We used to
I used to go to the one on the military. It was called Shoppers.
Oh, I remember that one. It was kind of hidden,
It was hidden. Yeah, it was near the I think those Saws or Dillards or something like that.
Yeah, it was like on a side road, like in the back, tucked away.
Yeah, it was tucked away in the back. I think it was actually a Sally's Beauty Store.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was what was the name of that place? Shopper City
Mall.
Shopper City Mall. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And then it was, and people don't remember this. Across the street from there used to be a real big HEB.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
There was a big HEB, and then next to that, and that Bank of America bank has never changed. It's still the same that it was back in the 70s and 80s. It's never, ever, ever changed.
All that big old concrete brick and stuff on the outside. Yep.
And when you go inside, it just smells like the 70s still.
Yeah.
It still has that
musty
70s feel to it, real musty and everything. And then but I remember the Century South Theater. I think the concession stand was across, right? Like it was like nothing in the middle, and then there was a concession stand to the right.
It was to the right. Yeah, it was to the right. Once you go in, I was thinking, okay, you had all the arcade cabinets and everything, and then to the right is where they had the concessions. And there back then, man, you'd buy one ticket, you were good for the whole damn day.
Yeah, you're good for the whole day. Yeah. I remember back in the day, they would try to crack down on that.
Oh, they couldn't. Man, they ain't going to stop us all, bro.
Well, I remember they had ushers at every theater. Nowadays, they don't even check anymore. You just do one checkpoint, and that's it.
Yeah, but now they have like assigned seating. So people will be like, this is my seat. This is my seat. So you got to keep moving.
Don't be like that, Joe. Are you like that, Joe?
Hey, if I paid for my seat and I want to be right in the middle, damn right I'm going to be like that. You better get out. Better get out. So one of the other things too that I remember from back in the day were the comic shops, man. They had two comic shops down Military, and I would frequent both of them.
They had I think there was one in Shopper City Mall, wasn't there?
There was one too that was next to in that little parking lot where they had that Flip Side.
Yes. Oh man, Flip Side. I remember Flip Side.
Yeah, they used to have one there.
Flip Side was so cool to go in. You just felt it. That felt like 70s and 80s. Just the feel of it.
We used to go there too after the comic shop.
Did you get anything from there? Like buy any records or anything?
Yeah, sometimes I would go there with my cousins. My cousins were always big into buying records and stuff. They were all into rock and roll and could play their own instruments, guitar, bass, drums, that kind of stuff. So they would buy the record or the album, then we'd go back to the house and chill, and they'd put it on and they'd still be trying to jam out to it,
We all call Joe Garcia and the Wookiees?
No, man.
Okay.
Not at all, bro. Not at all. I wouldn't play nothing. I could play a little bit, like I could play the piano, I could play the drums a little bit. I could get down with the bass, but I mean, I wasn't ever that. Oh, I'm going to be in a band.
Thing, that ear thing. They saw you hear sound or something. What was that thing?
Synesthesia, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
So dude.
But no. Going back to the Spurs stuff. I'm going to have an article today. I briefly, seconds, spoke with Wemby.
Yeah.
Recently, and we talked about his feet and ankles. So that'll be dropping on KenFi.com.
I saw some pictures of his feet recently. They showed pictures of him when he was talking with Tony Parker, and they were like, "Look at his feet, and how big they were."
They look like paddles.
Yeah, dude. They did. He's just freaking huge, man. I'm like, damn, this guy's just so tall and his feet are so big, you know? It's
Hey, did you
amazing
go
to
to any
see.
preseason games? Did you go to any preseason games?
I was not able to go to any of the preseason games. I had to give my tickets away because that's the time that my daughter got sick, you know, because she had
Oh,
to have
that's
her
right.
appendectomy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She just went home today, actually. My wife just winded up dropping her off back at her dorm at UTSA because she actually had to go to a class today. So she's good enough to walk around, move about. She's still a little weak, you know, but she can make it to her class. She just got to walk slow.
Oh, okay. But I mean, I'm assuming you're gonna be there for opening night or no?
I don't know, man. I was going to
Okay.
originally go to opening night, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it now because of work.
Mhm.
We had some people uh, not quit, but they went ahead and moved on to other positions
Gotcha.
within the company. And then one of my good friends, he winded up taking another position with another company. And now
Mhm.
he's making some big money as a data analyst. So good to him. Good on him, you know. So yeah, a shout out to you, Anish. That's my boy Anish out there. So I'm gonna have to work early now. I work earlier and get out later until they get the replacement, you know, I guess all trained
Mhm.
up and stuff. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
try real hard to make opening night, man. But I think it's going to be a bit much for me. I'm going to go ahead and talk to my boss and see if he'll let me. Hey, man, I don't need the whole day off. Just spot me a couple hours, you know?
Yeah. I hope. Well, let's put it this way. Preseason was any indicator of the regular season, then attendance should be fine. The last home preseason game hit 14,500 for preseason game. A preseason game had 14,500 people. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. I think Spurs fans are going to be in for a great season, you know, regardless of what the record tells you. You're going to be
Mhm.
excited to go to games. You're going to have that, you know, energy back in the arena because it was
And you have,
missing.
yeah, you have season tickets, right?
Oh yeah, I do. I do, man, but you can't go, you know, you can't go and join me just for one game. You're always there as a member of the media.
Right, man. Yeah. Well, they have. I don't know if you heard. Oh, you know about this. The different tier levels. The
Yeah.
media. Yeah. So.
You just get
I,
the pass to go and hang out with the media, but in order to actually
yeah.
interview coaches and players, you got to have like that top tier pass.
Well, I got that top tier pass, so I ain't gonna mess with it, man. I gotta jump on it while I have a chance, you know.
Yeah. Make
Yeah,
the
and
most out of it.
yeah. But I see Tim Gonzalez saying on the thing when we got his driver's license. Yeah, on Locked On Spurs today, it's already out. I speak with a French journalist, and we talk about what Wemby is telling the French journalists during press conferences. Because I don't speak French. And interesting to find out that, yeah, Wemby told him that he's trying to get his Texas driver's license. Joe, teach him how to drive in Texas.
Man, the best way to drive in Texas is just, man, stay off the highway, bro. These people are nuts, man.
You think
There's just
so?
like, it's crazy, bro. Like, even if you're just driving down the highway, especially at night, man, you got people that are just like street racing the hell out of on the highway, dude. They're just going weaving out of traffic, like going over 100 miles an hour. When I was coming back from Dallas after I was out there, one of my friends' wedding, coming back, me and my wife witnessed a horrible accident with a
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes, a little red Mercedes and a Charger. They were racing. That Mercedes was going like 140, bro. And right
Wow.
underneath the overpass on Fredericksburg Road, I-10, that area, the guy hit the rail. The car went airborne, hit the
Mm-hmm.
freaking cement pillar head on, flipped over. I'm just like, wow, dude, that was awful, man. We had to call the cops and report the accident. Hopefully, those people were okay. You know, I hope they survived, man. It was pretty bad, man. But stuff like that happens. You got to be careful. Wemby, you got to be careful, man. You're out there on the road, man. Don't be trying to go speed racing.
What kind of car do you think he's gonna have to get though? Customized, right?
Oh
For his
man, he's
length.
gonna have to get like some big old truck or something. I mean, he's like a 7-footer. He's got to be able to fit in whatever he's gonna drive comfortably. You know, back in the day, remember Shaq had that little
Oh,
mini
that's right.
diesel
I
truck?
remember that.
He needs one of
Yeah.
those. He needs one of those.
Yeah, Joe, hook him up, man. You got a new car.
No, man, that's my baby, dude. I gotta go and take you for a ride in the new caddy, dude. See what you think.
Yeah, and do you wear a gold chain and a top hat and a cape when
No,
you're in
that's
that
just
caddy?
for you. That's just for you, Jeff. Only you can do
Oh,
that.
I thought you were a pimp though.
No, that's you, Jeff. You got the chain, the gold You got the gold chain. You got the diamond ring, the top hat. The only thing we haven't given you is the monocle, but that's not your style.
That's not my style. Yeah. I'm looking at the picture right now. I'm trying to see what else is missing. What
No.
about what about replacing the top? No, I think the top hat has to stay. What about a cane?
Yeah, we could put a cane there somewhere.
Where are you gonna put it though? Just like laying on the table?
Probably propped up on the back somewhere. Yeah, kind of like leaning.
Joe, you have too much time in your hand to be making graphics like that. Don't do it.
Yeah, do one more.
And by the way, I told you nobody was gonna buy the money bags tee. Nobody bought it. See, I knew it.
$100.
Musslingers. Exactly. And over there, Musslingers. And I knew Chris Leija was not gonna get it.
Well, you see,
he was talking big and he was gonna get it. He never did.
You know what they should have done, honestly? They should still name it the money bags, but instead of that bronze goblet or whatever, just get some gold cups and put it in the gold cup, and there you go. There's your tea. You know, to feel
like
special.
Gold, like mock gold.
Mock gold, yeah, just a little
cup,
plastic gold cup, a little plastic disposable gold cup. There you go, man. There's your money bags.
And Chris Leija was all talking big. I'm gonna go get it. Don't dare me. I'm gonna go get it, and he never did. I knew he was not gonna do it.
He ain't gonna do it.
I knew it.
Hey, but he does. He's gonna owe me. He's gonna owe me a case of beer coming up here if the Rangers beat the Astros.
How's it looking for you?
The series is tied 2-2 right now. So Game 5 is tonight. Happens at 4:07 p.m. our time. So I'm gonna be watching that.
Hey, why are these games so early though? You think it's like a playoff game to be marquee?
It's scheduling because they have two games on. They have the Astros first, and then they have Phillies and Diamondbacks playing in the afternoon or in the evening at 7. So it's just dumb. I don't know why they did that, but they should have just had one game one day and the next game the other day. But I think they're just trying to go ahead and get both of these series to hurry up and finish so they can move on to the World Series, because again, it's scheduling. They have at certain time slots they got to work with. So it's dumb. Either way, it's dumb.
You know how much people are so like tuned into the baseball playoffs? I was at the game, and I saw and heard several ushers having little radios on their side, just listening into the games.
I bet, man. It's big.
Is it pretty much a lock? Like whoever wins this series is going to win the World Series?
Yeah. So you have the ALCS, right? Which is you have right now the Houston Astros and the Rangers. Whichever team wins is going to move on to the World Series. Same thing with the Phillies and the Diamondbacks. Whoever wins that series, moving on, play in the big game. So yeah, man, it's down to just these 4 teams now. So 2 of them are going to be moving on. Which 2? We're going to be finding out here soon enough. So yeah, this is the time.
You would think that there'll be more hype because it's 2 Texas teams, and I don't feel it.
No, it's heated, dude. You go on Twitter, man. They're fighting with each other, man.
Man.
Hey, man, before I let you go, I got to go ahead and do this ad read for you, man, for Los, because you're here with me. You might as well.
Right, might as well. Knock it out.
Locked on Spurs is your daily Spurs podcast, hosted by Jeff Garcia, the lead Spurs writer for Ken. So there we go. We're back now. So make sure you do subscribe to the Locked On Spurs podcast, and make sure you go and follow Jeff on Twitter, or the X, like they call it now. He's at Jeff G Spurs Zone. And also, you're going to want to go ahead and subscribe and turn those notifications on to the Locked On Spurs YouTube channel, so you can, get notified of when Jeff drops new episodes of the Locked On Spurs podcast.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episode of Locked On Spurs. I don't know if it happen on Monday or Tuesday. It just depends on how it comes out. But I'm going to have a very special guest on. I think Monday or Tuesday. It's one of the actual people from Panini who got the deal done with Duncan, and they're going to come on and talk about that.
Oh, nice. Hey, we got a question for you.
What's up, dude?
Tim Gonzalez is saying, will Jeff Garcia ever attend a UTSA game this season?
Man, Tim has to buy my ticket because I'm poor. I can't afford a ticket. So.
I'm sure Jimenez and me can go ahead and get you in the game, dude.
Oh yeah, so I guess that's a new thing I've been trying. I saw JC talked about this right now on the chat. More fan at the Rock interviews. Yeah, I've been dabbling in this, Joe. I've been taking my camera and tripod and setting it up and interviewing fans at the games. So I'm glad at least one person noticed. And then JC, thank you for noticing that.
Yeah, exactly, dude. You got to, man. You got to interview the fans. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, we're playing the game right now. I want to play the game with you right here. So it's Halloween season. From 3 to 1, 1 being the number 1, which Spur would you go as to a Halloween costume party?
Which Spur would I go as?
So who would be your third pick? So for example, I'll give you some examples. So one guest said that they would go as Tim Duncan, but in an ABA throwback jersey, Spurs jersey. Okay, one other guest said they would go as Manu Ginobili, long hair, but in the last Fiesta jersey.
No, so I would go as Manu, but I would go as Manu 1 Ginobili.
What do you mean?
Yeah, remember when they used to have Manu Ginobili as Obi-Wan?
Oh yeah,
Obi-Wan Ginobili, your only hope.
Number 1, number 2, or number 3 for you? Which is your third pick?
That's gonna be my number 1 pick, dude.
Okay, who's your number 2? Will be your number 2 costume.
I would go as Tony Parker when he was as Nick Fury. Remember when he had the eye patch and everything?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, good one. Good one. Yeah, and your third pick.
Third one, probably Wemby. Just put on the alien outfit, the alien mask, and just wear the Wemby jersey. There you go. There's your costume.
Go. Yeah, one fan got really creative. They said they would go as Tim Duncan, but in his first All-Star game jersey.
Do you know what? If you want to really mix it up, go as Tim Duncan, but go as Tim Duncan dressed as the Punisher because he loves the Punisher.
That's a good one. Yeah, remember that controversial photo he had with the gun pointing at a guy who's dressed as a ref?
Yeah, exactly. So do that, man. That would be dope.
For Wemby though, you have to get stilts though.
You do, man. That's why I'm not gonna go. If I'm go as a little 5-foot alien,
just running around everywhere. Yeah, but we've been having fun with those. Good one. Number 1, only correct answer is a coyote. Yeah.
What flavor of snow cone?
What flavor of snow cone? I don't know. I usually go with like red, like cherry or strawberry.
The raspa.
The raspa. Yeah. What about you? What flavor you go with?
Yeah, man. The red cherry has always been my go-to. That or the strawberry one.
You put the ice cream in it?
Nah, man. I never been about that, dude. I just straight up raspa. And
I have to put a little bit of ice cream on it. It just tastes so good. But then I get an upset stomach, Joe.
Yeah, man, for real. Hey, man, we're gonna have to go ahead and bring this episode to a close because I got to start getting ready to log into work. You know how that goes, man. We're both busy, man.
Go make those bucks.
Exactly. Yeah. So then maybe we can meet up and get in breakfast. But we'll talk about that off everything. We'll set something up. Me and you, Jeff. Maybe we'll invite Chris Leija or somebody.
Well, I want to still see he's going to step up and buy that drink. He said he was at Muslinger's with the money bag, but he never did.
He didn't buy the drink. Maybe he'll buy his breakfast.
Okay, well, that's a fair trade. I'm good with that.
Right. Our breakfast ain't going to come out to $100, man. Come on.
Yeah. We'll definitely jack up the bill to that one. $100, Chris. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your time, man. We appreciate you. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. So that's about all the time we have for this episode of the Alamo City Sportscast. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, joining us, and going ahead and getting interactive with us here in the chat. We greatly appreciate the continued support. You boys have a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday. From what I hear, Jimenez is going to be in studio on Monday, and he's going to be talking about everything that has to do with UTSA football. We're going to be talking about NFL football. We'll be talking about the latest results in the ALCS standings between the Astros and the Rangers. And we're going to have our grito for all the llorones, the losers over the weekend. So we'll see you boys on Monday. We're out of here. Peace.